Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Which players should Erik Ten Hag keep and sell? So, David De Gea, Erik Ten Hag should keep him. David De Gea is our #1 goalkeeper. He reclaimed that #1 spot back last summer. David De Gea has been sensational this season. He's regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Earlier on this year, he got named the Premier League's Player of the Month for January. He's won everything domestically at the football club. He's made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. Prior to the Atletico Madrid game in the Champions League last 16, De Gea said, "I don't see myself away from Manchester United." His contract expires next year. De Gea receives £375,000 a week. He's the second highest earner at the club. This season has been De Gea's 11th season at Man United, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Dean Henderson, Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. Dean Henderson is our second choice goalkeeper, doesn't get in goal much. Dean Henderson has only made 3 appearances this season. Earlier on this season, Henderson got arrested for abusing his girlfriend, and at one point he had COVID. Towards the end of last season, Henderson got that #1 jersey. And to be fair, he did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for. Henderson has got that experience behind him because before he endured 2 successful loans with Sheffield. He's had other loan spells before with Stockport, Grimsby and Shrewsbury. Before the start of last season, Henderson signed a new contract with Man United until 2025. There's an option of a further year. Tom Heaton. Erik Ten Hag should offload him this summer. Tom Heaton is a backup. He's Man United's 3rd choice goalkeeper. I haven't had a great deal of a perception on Heaton. Heaton played in the pre-season games before the start of this season, and to be fair, he did well. Manchester United got Tom Heaton on a free transfer from Aston Villa, and when Heaton signed, he signed a 2-year contract with Man United with an option of a 3rd year. Lingard, Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. Lingard is Manchester United's 4th choice goalkeeper. Moving on to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not good enough to represent the club. I think in a lot of games he's played for Man United, he's done well defensively, but the attacking side of his game is not so good. This season has been Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 3rd full season at Man United. Man United got Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace back in 2019 in a deal worth £50 million. Now I'm hearing that Crystal Palace want Aaron Wan-Bissaka back. Diego Dalor. Erik Ten Hag should keep him this summer, but Dalot could leave next year. Diego Dalor has appeared to be our 1st choice right back under Rangnick. And to be fair, he's been impressive in a lot of games under Rangnick. Dalor played in the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal. He was unlucky not to score in that game because he hit the post twice. Last season, Dalor had a loan spell with AC Milan. Reflecting on that, he gained some experience. Manchester United got Dalor from Porto. Man United paid £19 million for him. We brought him in under the Mourinho era. Dalor's contract expires next year. Phil Jones, Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. Phil Jones doesn't really get in the team. He's only made 2 appearances in the Premier League since January 2020. Jones played in the 4-0 defeat to Liverpool at Anfield the other week, and he played in the 1-0 defeat to Wolves at Old Trafford. He was our best player in that game. Don't forget, at one point, Jones was out with a knee injury for a while. He's been a long-serving player at the club. This season has been his 11th season at Man United. His contract at Man United expires next year. I thought Jones was going to leave in January this year, but he didn't. He was close to going to Bordeaux. Eric Bailly, Ten Hag should offload him this summer. Eric Bailly is another one that doesn't get in the team. Bailly lost his place in the team a while ago following the arrival of Raphael Varane in the summer of last year. Bailly is a good centre-half, but he's injury prone. Manchester United got Bailly from Villarreal back in 2016. Manchester United paid £30 million for him. Bailly's been at the club for over 5 years now. Back in April last year, he signed a contract with Man United until 2024. Don't forget, back in January this year, Bailly was linked with a move to AC Milan. Harry Maguire, Erik Ten Hag will sell him this summer. Harry Maguire is not good enough to represent the club. The captaincy needs to be taken off him. A lot of Man United fans have been demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire, especially throughout the course of this season. Maguire recently sustained a knee injury. Looks like he's out for the season. Maguire's had quite a few injuries since he came to the club, and not so long ago Maguire received a bomb threat at his home, and reflecting on that, he run the police. Man United overpaid for Maguire, got him for 80 million. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and is the second most expensive signing at the club. Raphael Varane, Erik Ten Hag will keep him this summer. Varane come back from injury not so long ago. He's had quite a few injuries since he came to Man United. Overall, he's had a lot of injuries in his career. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced and he's got a good pedigree behind him. Look at the amount of silverware he won when he was at Real Madrid, and he was also a long-serving player when he was at Real Madrid. He was with them 10 years. Most of the time when Varane plays, he seems to make the difference. Man United signed Varane from Real Madrid in the summer of last year. Man United paid around 34 million up front. There was add-ons included. Varane's got a contract with Man United until 2025. There's an option of a further year. Victor Lindelof, Erik Ten Hag should keep him this summer, but I think Lindelof could leave next year. To be fair to Lindelof, he has had a lot of good games this season. You know, Lindelof played a lot of games in recent weeks because obviously Man United have had an injury crisis. And have still got an injury crisis now. Man United got Lindelof from Benfica back in 2017 for 31 million. Lindelof has been at the club for over 4 years. He's under contract with Man United until 2024. Alex Telles, Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. I reckon this season is Alex Telles' last season with Man United. Now, Telles has appeared to be our first choice left back under Ralph Rangnick, and to be fair, Telles has had impressive games under Rangnick. Man United have had to go with Telles recently because obviously Luke Shaw's not available. Telles played against Arsenal. Weren't too good in that one. He did get a yellow card in that game, and he did have a long range effort, produced a good save from Aaron Ramsdale. We got Telles from Porto back in 2020. Man United got him in a deal worth 15.4 million. Luke Shaw, Erik Ten Hag should keep him at Man United this summer. As you all know, Luke Shaw is out with injury. He's out for the season. So like I've just said, the only option at left back now is Alex Telles. There again, you can put Dalor on the left. Luke Shaw is injury prone, which is a concern. Luke Shaw has been a long-serving player at Man United. He's been at Manchester United for around 8 years. Luke Shaw's contract expires next year. Earlier on this season, Shaw came out and said that he prefers playing for England than Manchester United. Paul Pogba, Erik Ten Hag will sell him this summer. Pogba is out of contract at Man United this summer. Not so long ago, Ralph Rangnick confirmed that Pogba is unlikely to play for Man United again. Pogba came off injured in the 4-0 defeat to Liverpool at Anfield. He's had quite a lot of injuries since he re-signed for the club, so you can say he's injury prone. Pogba's representatives have spoke to Real Madrid and Juventus. Pogba's also been heavily linked with a move to PSG, so he's had a long running transfer saga. Paul Pogba is Man United's most expensive signing at the moment. Man United paid £89 million for him. This season has been Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he re-signed. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far, and he's played over 200 games since he re-signed. Matic, Erik Ten Hag will be selling him this summer. We'll revert back to the other week like I updated you. Matic announced he will be leaving Manchester United this summer despite having 12 months on his contract. Matic has started a lot of games recently because obviously we've got the likes of Fred and Pogba injured. Not so long ago Mctominay was injured, but obviously now Mctominay is back from injury. So Matic has only been the option. Matic isn't one of Man United's first choice midfielders, but despite that he's still being given his opportunities, and Matic is the only predominant centre defensive midfielder that Man United have got at the moment. Man United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017, got him for 40 million. Matic played in the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal. He got the assist for Ronaldo's goal. It was a good cross by Matic to find Ronaldo. Fred Erik Ten Hag will keep him this summer, but I think there's a good chance that Fred will leave next year. As you all know, I've got my strong reservations about Fred. You know, Fred has had his good games under Rangnick, to his credit, but he's not at that elite level, is he? Fred's out of injury at the moment. He's not available for tonight's game against Chelsea. Man United got Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk. Got him for around £50 million. Scott McTominay. Erik Ten Hag should keep him this summer. I don't think McTominay is good enough to represent the club. You know, he has had his good games under Rangnick. You know, I did mention earlier on this season that McTominay had been one of our best performers. You know, McTominay has played a hell of a lot of games alongside Fred in the centre midfield, and obviously McTominay and Fred do not complement each other in the centre midfield. Obviously McTominay's played games alongside Matic, he's played alongside Pogba and all of that. McTominay, you know, has been part of the club for a long time. Revert back to 2020, he committed his future to the club, he signed a 5-year contract. Jesse Lingard, Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. I'm hearing that Lingard could be staying there now this summer. Lingard should have left Manchester United in January, but Man United blocked his exit. Jesse Lingard is a squad player, doesn't really get in the team. His contract at Man United expires this summer. He has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy in that. At the second half of last season, he enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. Bruno Fernandez, Erik Ten Hag will keep him this summer. Bruno Fernandez, we've struggled to get the best out of him since Cristiano Ronaldo re-signed. Bruno Fernandez has enjoyed a lot of poor games this season. I thought Fernandez was far superior last season to how he has been this season. Don't forget Fernandez played in the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal and he missed a penalty in that game. He hit the post. Prior to the Liverpool game at Anfield the other week, Fernandez got involved in a car crash but still managed to play. Earlier on this season, he signed a new contract with Man United until 2026 as an option of a further year. Fernandez's wages doubled to £240,000 a week. Fernandez has been a United player for over 2 years now. Manchester United got him from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. Man United initially paid £47 million. He's one of our best players though, we've brought in since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Anthony Elanga, Erik Ten Hag will keep him. Anthony Elanga recently played in the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal. He weren't that good, but he did have a couple of good chances, so he was unlucky not to score. Elanga was poor against Liverpool at Anfield the other week. But I think, you know, Elanga has done well in a lot of games since he broke into the first team squad. If you do remember rightly, Elanga came off the bench and scored against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League last 16 first leg. He also scored in the 4-2 win against Leeds. And earlier on this season, Elanga got racially abused on social media because he missed a decisive penalty against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. I totally disagreed with him getting racially abused. Elanga, you know, you can put him on the left wing, you can put him on the right wing. But Elanga has been part of the club for a long time. He joined Man United's academy at the age of 12. He's got a contract with Man United until 2026. There's an option of a further year. Earlier on this season, Rangnick said that Elanga was close to leaving Manchester United. Jaden Sancho, Ten Hag will keep him this summer. Jaden Sancho, he's not available for tonight's game against Chelsea. Rangnick confirmed that. Sancho, don't get me wrong, has had his good games at Man United, but he's done nowhere near as well as a lot of Manchester United fans expected. Man United signed Sancho from Borussia Dortmund last summer. Got him in a deal worth 78 million. There were add-ons included. Man United paid 73 million up front. Sancho's got a contract with Man United until 2026 as an option of a further year, and Sancho did enjoy 4 good years with Borussia Dortmund before he signed for Man United. Cristiano Ronaldo. Erik Ten Hag will sell him this summer, because earlier on this season Erik Ten Hag said that Ronaldo will not be part of his plans for next season. Ronaldo's contract at Manchester United expires next year. There's an option to extend though for a further year. Ronaldo receives around £500,000 a week, so reflecting on that, he's the highest earner at the club at the moment. Man United re-signed Ronaldo in the summer of last year for 20 million with add-ons included. He wears the number 7 shirt. Since Ronaldo re-signed, he's scored 22 goals in all competitions. He's got 2 hat-tricks since he re-signed. Ronaldo got a hat-trick in the 3-2 win against Norwich at Old Trafford a few weeks ago. That was his 60th hat-trick in his career. And he got a hat-trick in the 3-2 win against Tottenham earlier on this season. Ronaldo did play in the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal last weekend. He scored Man United's goal in that game. That was his 100th Premier League goal. Should have had more than 1 goal against Arsenal. Ronaldo missed the game against Liverpool at Anfield the other week because Ronaldo announced that his baby son had passed away. That was upsetting. Don't forget, at Anfield, prior to kick-off between Liverpool and Man United, there was a 7-minute applause for Ronaldo. Juan Mata, Ten Hag will sell him this summer. Mata's out of contract at Man United this summer. Mata has been a long-serving player at the club. Mata's been at Manchester United for around 8 years. He's had a good career at Manchester United, Juan Mata. Juan Mata doesn't get in the team. You know, he lost his place in the team a while ago. Man United got Mata from Chelsea back in 2014 for 37.1 million. It risen up to 40 million with add-ons included. Marcus Rashford. I reckon Erik Ten Hag will keep him this summer, but if Rashford doesn't improve under Ten Hag, then I think Rashford will leave next year. Rashford has been subjected to a lot of transfer speculation, especially throughout the course of this season. Don't forget Rashford's contract at Man United expires next year. Rashford's not been the same player since he had that operation on his shoulder. He missed the first 2 months of this season with that shoulder problem. Earlier on this season had the minor leg injury. But Rashford is a good player overall. Earlier on this season it said Manchester United want Marcus Rashford to stay at the club this summer despite his poor run of form. Apparently earlier on this season Rashford told his friends that he wants to quit Man United. But he's been part of the club for a long time, came up our academy in that. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he broke into our senior squad back in 2016. Edinson Cavani, Erik Ten Hag should sell him this summer. Cavani is out of contract at Man United this summer. Man United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Cavani's not available for Man United at the moment. He's out with injury. Well, he's had quite a few injuries since he came to the club. But he has had his good games at Man United. Anthony Martial, Erik Ten Hag will sell him this summer. We need to get rid of Martial permanently. At the moment, Martial is out on loan with Sevilla. Donny van der Beek. Erik Ten Hag will probably keep him. Van der Beek will be back at Man United when he's finished his loan spell with Everton. And that Hannibal Mejbrai, Ten Hag will keep him. He's a young player. He's played in the first team a few times. So, there you go. There's a lot of players that Erik Ten Hag wants to bring to Manchester United. Now, I've read up today that Ten Hag is eyeing a move for Paulo Dybala. Yesterday, it said that Erik Ten Hag could bring Sebastian Haller. You know, he plays for Ajax. He's rated at £35 million. The other day, it said Ten Hag wanted to bring Antony and Jurgen Timber in with him. So there you go. And Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren could join Ten Hag at Man United. Ten Hag is going to get a transfer budget of between £100 and £150 million this summer. The other week, it got officially announced that Manchester United appointed Erik Ten Hag as their new manager. Yes, Ten Hag will replace Ralf Rangnick at the end of this season. Ten Hag did sign a 3-year contract with an option of a further year. Man United agreed the compensation with Ajax. The compensation was below £2 million. Ten Hag is Man United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Rangnick, you know, he's Man United's interim manager. He's the interim manager till the end of the season. Then he's going to be taking a consultancy role for 2 years. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again soon.